folks do as well. It's going to be quite a day for him. Good luck, Rory.
3:25 is the time for Rory McIlroy. What will we see from him today, I wonder? He's out with American Gary Woodland, who enjoyed his best finish at the Open last year, tied for 12th. Following them, 20-year-old Canadian Austin Connolly. He's had a fantastic Open debut so far. He's playing with Scotland's Richie Ramsey, who's on course for a top 50 finish at the Open for the first time. The penultimate group is US Open champion Brooks Koepka, alongside England's Ian Poulter, who finished second around these links back in 2008. And it's an all-American final pairing. Matt Kuchar hoping to break his major duck, alongside Jordan Spieth looking to add the claret jug to his collection. The fifth hole is measuring slightly shorter today, just 310 yards. Here's a big hitting Dustin Johnson with a 3-wood. Take a look at this shot. He doesn't look too happy at first, but he got a bit of a lucky bounce. Onto the green, 2 putts from there would be a third birdie of the day for Dustin, and he would move to level par. Here's Ricky Fowler, same tee, different group, and a more traditional route to the green, but an even better outcome. So close to an albatross, but he would tap that in for an eagle to go to level par, and that's the 4th eagle of the day on that hole. Well, what a round of golf Brandon Grace is putting together. 4 birdies on the front 9 for a 29 on the way out. This birdie putt at 14 took him to 6 under for the day. To the par 4 16, and he had this monster putt for another birdie. And when you've got your eye in, the putts go in. Par finish now for Grace, and he would equal the lowest ever round at a men's major. But with a par 5 to come, could he go one better and rewrite the history books? So Jordan Spieth, the man to catch, but there have been some early charges from those already out on the course. Brandon Grace's 7 under through 16 takes him to within 3, and Dustin Johnson just 1 further back. He's 5 under today through his first 11 holes. They've shown you can be aggressive out there, and that might just suit this man.
From Northern Ireland, Rory McIlroy.
Well, McIlroy knows all the late starters do, that the birdies are flying out there, and it's time to go and find some driver at the first. Huge drive from McIlroy, and his third round begins.
Grace is staring at the possibility of a 62, pars in for a 63. This is the par 5, his second shot on the green, well in range. Narrow little target.
Good love, get the bounce up.
Oh my goodness, pitched in the upslope. Left himself a treacherously fast putt. What an iron, covering the flag all the way. Cool, maybe he'll finish 3-3.
Now McIlroy, second shot at the first. Oh, big divot. Is that going to get up? Has he caught enough ball on that one? He certainly has. Majestic shot. Oh, a ripper.
All eyes at the moment on this man, Brandon Grace. This is a quick one, but it's a putt for an eagle on the 17th. 7 under at the moment. Get in, says Ron Mouse. Drifting, but good for pace. It'll be a birdie, another birdie. Number 8 in this round for Brandon Grace. He now just needs a par down the last. Just a par down the last, and he'll be the first man in major championship history to shoot 62. 1 hole to go.
third green. Russell Henley trying to open his birdie account for the day. Oh, it's not far off. And off he goes, getting into the red numbers.
Is this still enough, even if it doesn't help?
It's plenty clubby.
Well, just about the perfect line in here for Brandon Grace.
Yes, he couldn't ask for anything better, could he? Safely on and 2 putts. Oh, it's a good shot, but quite away from the hole. Oh, and running away.
That's a wage, eh? Game out like a rocket.
Now Garcia on the 7th, birdied the 5th. Recovered well from a poor first round with 69 yesterday. They like it. He likes it, Garcia. Another birdie. We'll see so many of those today, and Garcia goes back to level par for the championship. Well, they welcome Brandon Grace home to the 18th green. And on that putting surface, they may shortly see great drama. 62.
Back to the first, McIlroy. After that magnificent second, this for an opening birdie and a big, big cheer. What a grand way to start your round.
The crowd know what is at stake. 2 putts from here for a record 62. Is it good for pace? It's a great putt by Grace. 2 feet left and he'll have the 62.
McIlroy, second to the second, birdied the first. I think he fancies it. Oh, dead on line. 5 or 6 yards short, but a good shot.
One shot left for Brandon Grace, the 62nd of his day. And there it is. There it is for Brandon Grace. It had seemed an unbreakable barrier in men's major golf. 29 before had shot 63. Nicholas Sinclair and Norman Faldo McIlroy all among them, but now Brandon Grace becomes the first man to shoot 62 in a major.
Thank you very much.
I really enjoyed it. It was a pleasure to see you play.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
What a pleasure to watch it. Really good. Thank you.
That was awesome, Brandon.
Thank you very much. Hey,
That was awesome. That was awesome.
Thank you very much.
Accepting the plaudits, congratulations.
Thank you.
What a performance by Brandon Grace. You can't hit many poor shots in a round like that. 62, created his own little piece of history. Great swing, 20-year-old Austin Connolly. And just fired it at the pin. Wow, he looks a serious talent.
The champion on the 12th, Stenson. Difficult pin to get close to today, back right hidden behind a hill. Rolling well. In she goes, Stenson. That gets him to 1 under for the championship. He's not going to give up his claret jug.
2 lovely shots for Austin Connolly. 20-year-old Canadian, and a putt to match. Perfect start.
McIlroy at the second. This is a slowish putt. Quite a swing. He's done it. Oh, it turned the other way. I was robbed. Now, a letter to the Times, I feel. How can you putt on greens like this? Magnificent effort. Well, Mother Nature's been very kind on this third day, and the scoring has shown that the players have played beautifully, none more so than Brandon Grace. In with a 62, setting world all sorts of records. Let's hear how he did it.
Brandon, how did it feel to walk off the 18th, knowing you're the first man in 442 majors to shoot 62?
It was awesome. It was a special day. It's obviously great being in history, but it's great to be able to go on there on a Saturday and shoot a number to try to get yourself back in contention. To be quite honest, I wasn't thinking about it. I didn't actually know. I was just, making the birdies, and I was just on the run. I was just trying to finish the 18th without a bogey, and that was the main thing on my mind.
Okay, Zach was just saying that I think it was after the putt on 18 that
definitely. I had no idea. They both of them came and said congratulations. I know it was a great round, but I didn't know what history books. But then he said, you knew the history books now. I said, well, what are you talking about? They said lowest round ever. So that was great. Obviously, it makes it even more special, but and it makes it even better doing it at a British Open, at the Open. I've played. This is I think my 8th one, and it's definitely one that I'm liking so far.
And Matsuyama convert that beautifully struck second shot. He certainly can. A lovely birdie for the impressive Japanese player.
On the tee from the USA, Jordan Spieth.
Championship leader. Played very well yesterday in foul weather. What could he do on a perfect day? So far. Well, better places than that, I fancy. And Ken's found one of them.
Horses are amazing for lots of things, but one of them is the wildlife. You never know what you're going to find. I'm having a ramble through here. That's a little gatekeeper. See if I can creep up on it. Where are you, little things? Quite a few butterflies about. Ah, there they are. Just one just down here. This is called the gatekeeper. I'm just going to get my little pointer down there. Can you see it, Martin? Just sitting on the branch, on the little bramble. And this week is the big butterfly count. So if you're interested in doing the butterfly count, butterfly conservation, look at him, little beautiful thing. It's not quite warm enough for him to fly at the moment. He's not keen to fly, so you can get your hand quite near to it. There's all sorts of things. What else can I find? Oh, look at this for a bit of a... There have been a few people that needed one of these yesterday. A mushroom, don't know what it is. Could have used it for an umbrella, couldn't we? I love links courses. I love all sorts of golf courses. They're good for the environment, good for the wildlife, and I'm particularly interested in butterflies, and there's loads here.
Yeah, well done, Ken. I totally agree. Look at this little beauty. What's down there, then? I'm going to pop in here for a minute, see what's about. You never know when you got your nose into something. Dustin Johnson. For a 4 at the 15th, and he got it. Nice birdie. Nice score. Out in 30. In Old Money, he's now 9 under 4s. Golly. Connolly. The second hole. Good shot. Hit it nicely. Have another look at this. Gives it a good old crack. A very youthful swing. Up she goes. He's eyeing it. Dead on line. One bounce. And oh! That's the way you do it.
Matsuyama sugarling into position. Little roars and cheers and all sorts of applause around the course today. So many red numbers. Matsuyama getting his fair share. Richie Ramsey's birdie attempt on the second. Yes, yes. So 3 for Ramsey. Better by his playing partner. Austin Connolly with the eagle, Ramsey with the birdie. The hole covered in 5 blows by the pair of them. Spieth tested at the first. Easily passed by Spieth up and down, as he does so often, and a par to begin this third round for the leader.
McIlroy, first of the short holes. Where's he? Come on. Well, that's... I thought he sounded a bit clumpy when he hit that, as if he'd gone too deep on line but short. Should be okay for a 3.
Now Austin Connolly, magical start. Birdie, eagle, but bit of bother here on the third, and his magical run is over. That for his par.
McIlroy short of the 4th, the par 3, well short. We don't want to be dropping shots with totally misjudged shots, but that looks pretty good. Ah, by golly. Just when you've seen it all, they do something silly like that. It's wonderful. What with young Connolly starting 3-2, McIlroy pitching in. What a day this has been. What a rare mood I'm in. Another look. You see the hump in front of him? This is no pushover. He just gets it to the top of the hill. He's destined for the hole all the way. Well, the huge crowd here today are having their money's worth. I don't think I've ever seen more people on a golf course, and are they enjoying it?
Connolly to save his par on the third. Go. And the line. So no pars yet. Birdie, eagle, bogey for the young Canadian.
Stenson at the 15th. Second shot. This is a great opportunity for a birdie or eagle on this 5 par hole, and that's going to come in a little... No, it's not gone the other way. Well, that leaves a difficult 4. Kuchar, good lie, just off the fairway. Second shot at the second. Straight. A good straight shot is all that's needed. And he's done it. Good shot.
So all the players are out on the course. 6 under, still the target set by Jordan Spieth, and Brandon Grace's 62 takes him within 2 shots. Dustin Johnson also making a 3 back, as is Rory McIlroy. What a start from the Northern Irishman. 2 under par through his first 4 holes.
McIlroy having a cut at the 5th. It's been driven several times today with a couple of twos here. It's a par 4 in reality, but the tee's been brought up, and that's sailing high and wide and handsome, is it? It certainly is. Hello, hello.
3-wood for McIlroy. 310 yards today. That was stunning.
Cabrera Bello. Little chip up the green and looking. They're making a mockery of the game today. Everywhere you look, from all sorts of distances. It's only 4 1/4 inches across. Amazing. Stenson. Is he going to chip? I think he's just playing a sort of 7-iron chip and run or something like that. Maybe more loft than I thought. It's a beautiful shot. This touch is silky.
Kuchar just folds himself into position. This for his first birdie of the day. Yes, indeed, and within one of his playing partner. Brooks Koepka, chance of a birdie. Long chance. Absolutely dead straight, rattled in, was going at some speed, but Koepka hops on board the birdie train, bogeyed the first. Casey nearing the end of his round, playing alongside Dustin Johnson. There's something for Paul Casey. Turned 40 yesterday. Really nice over the last 5 holes. Kuchar and Spieth side by side. Kuchar playing first. Difficult to get a good view of this pin. But it's just about there. Just there. What a shot from Kuchar.
Ramsey at the 4th. Birdie putt. Yeah, oh, yes, indeed. And what a day for scoring.
It's got to carry 65.
62.
I know, we want to pitch this at 65.
Yep.
Which is playing
Low under 60.
Spieth and his caddy have been taking an inordinate amount of time deciding what to play, particularly after Kuchar's magnificent shot. Let's see if all that talking has done any good.
It was softly. Softly.
It did. Would you believe it? It did. This is good stuff. McIlroy, eagle putt. Come on, come on, hit it. Oh, golly. Why used to be able to do that? That's a 3. Oh, a majestic tee shot. Online putt. 6 inches short. Still a 3 and a birdie. Kuchar for a birdie and the 3rd. Two threes. What a simple hole that 3rd is. Great stuff. 6 under.
There, Koepka. Can he get to 4 under par? Yes, he can. So Brooks Koepka bogeyed the first, but birdies on the 3rd and 4th. This is Chan Kim from the United States, playing the 10th hole. Shortish par 4. We're starting to see more and more of these shots. Give the best players in the world the best conditions and they will do this sort of thing. Tap-in birdie for Kim. On a beautiful day, the man who once possessed the most beautiful swing in golf. Frank Nobilo is joining our commentary team.
Thank you, Andrew. And what a gorgeous day. I was here 2 weeks ago, and of course looked exactly like it is right now, but the softening of the golf course by the overnight rain has made it just, well, can you say perfect?
Certainly can. Kuchar, 6 under. He and Spieth pushing each other along now. The lean of a man who's lost a little bit to the right. Short and right.
Amazing round for Dustin Johnson. At one stage, threatened Brandon Grace's round of 62.
Not sure I've ever seen before a player frustrated with a 64, but Dustin Johnson knows he left a few shots out there and that others will be making plenty of headway as well. But a wonderful round of golf from Dustin Johnson. No bogeys, 6 birdies.
So a 64 for Dustin Johnson, 3 under par, 4 back at the moment from Jordan Spieth, who's picked up his first birdie of the day. Matt Kuchar, 2 under today. He's keeping right in touch with his fellow American. But let's now hear from Johnson with Rishi.
How much more did you enjoy today as opposed to, obviously, yesterday was difficult conditions and on the first day?
Well, yeah, the first 2 days I was getting up and down from everywhere just to hang in there and, you know, keep myself even remotely in the golf tournament because I really hit it poorly the first 2 days. But, you know, got some good practice in this morning, you know, got some good feels and, you know, started swinging the club a lot better. And, you know, today I controlled the ball nicely and hit a lot of great shots.
Now Koepka going for it in the 5th, just a 3-wood. Might even have to take a little bit off this.
It's only about 285 yards as the crow flies.
He gives it a fearful whack. There we go. Beautiful shot from Koepka. Not quite as close as McIlroy, but that for an eagle.
Poulter not as long as Koepka, hence the driver here at the 5th.
He needs everything. And he fell over. Oh, and past it. There we are. Stay. And come down. Lovely drive.
I think the crowd pushed that around. Now Spieth to widen the gap to 2. See up early there. No rotation of the putter face. Jamie Lovemark not quite joining the party, but he might get an invitation.
Now Kuchar left his first putt from just off the front of the 4th green, long way short. Shot will go. Bogeys will be like knives to the soul today. You know you're falling a long way back. Losing ground, and Kuchar slips back to 5. So that's the options for Poulter. Firmly on the red line, a bit more gently on the black line. Either way, it's an eagle putt. Or firmly on neither line.
Now Rory in trouble here at 7. And even the best flub it.
There's a few watching familiar with that shot. Now Koepka, his eagle putt on the 5th. Again, the options. Firmly on the red line. A little bit more gently on the black line, just to give you an idea. It's a two-putt birdie. And for Cook, after bogey in the first, it is birdie in the third, the fourth and the fifth. Getting a run going, two behind Spieth.
Much needed birdie for Poulter. Drove the green. So Kuchar now two back, electing to try and drive the fifth green. Have to thread it through the bunkers in front of the green.
One of the best we've seen. These players are showing us how the game should be played today. What a scene, what a setting, what a stretch of golfing terrain down here. Birkdale and Hillside and Formby further down the coast. West Lancs, Southport and Ainsdale. Near enough 60,000 spectators coming in here today. Amazing crowds. Now McIlroy, just a little duff coming out the rough, and now to save par. So backward step for McIlroy. Talk about bogeys today, really are the handbrakes.
So a drop shot for Rory McIlroy moves him back onto 3 under par. Matt Kuchar also dropped a shot. He's moved to 5 under, but it's Brooks Koepka with 3 birdies on the bounce who moves up into second alongside him on 5 under. But 2 shots behind the man out in front that they all need to catch, Jordan Spieth.
6th green in the distance for Koepka. Needs it to stay in the air. Oh, does it stay? 1 more yard.
Putt for a 2. An eagle on the 5th for Kuchar. Goodness me. Finishes right behind the hole. Kuchar denied an eagle. A chance to tie the lead, but in it goes. Now 1 behind his playing partner again.
Koepka forced to chip here at 6. Steepness of that bank. And very nearly was going to come back to him.
McIlroy unleashing on the 8th.
And lost it on the breeze as well, what little there is today.
Bunkers, a ditch. And he's more worried about the bunkers down there. Some nasty thick rough as well. All will soon be revealed. And Poulter testing his bunker skills in the 6th.
And he's hit some great ones this week already. Add it to the list.
Ricky. Beautiful shot into the 15th. Well, not much going on there. An eagle, a birdie and a par 5.
Time for an escape now for the US Open champion. Oh, does. Stays within 2.
You need those today, don't you? Just keep that momentum going. Out of jail.
Love Mark to get to 2 under at the difficult 8th. took its time, made up its mind. So, a lot of usable green left of this flag, and perhaps a little past for Spieth. Nothing left, straight at it. Stenson at 18. Trying to push a little closer. Favourable kick to the left. Well, I've seen a lot of different shots here. But this one here, awkward. You can see the tuft of grass right behind his ball, forcing him to use a putter.
To give this a bit of a wrap, which he has. Lovely touch from Matt Kuchar.
McIlroy yesterday afternoon hit some fantastic little pitches and misjudgment in the rough off the tee. He'll have that to save his par.
And Ken, green's just a little quicker today, a little smoother.
It's down the slope. Slightly misread. Just one red figure on his card, despite a wonderful second shot into number 6. Leads by one, the massive crowds, and there are massive crowds out there today, really enjoying some splendid golf.
Now Stenson can add 18, chance to get to 4 under.
To take him round in 64. He's given himself a chance for Sunday's final round play for certain. Terrific round the golfer. The Iceman, they love him. .69, 73, 65 today for 3 under.
Koepka bunkered off the tee on the short par 3. Once again trying to get away with the par. Putter doesn't save him this time.
Let's have a look at the old scoreboard, and what an exciting one it is. Brandon Grace round in 62, a new record low for a major championship. He's in the clubhouse at 8 under. Spieth leads by 1 from Kuchar. And let's catch up with Stenson round in 65.
Henrik, 65 today, just the 1 bogey and 6 birdies. How well do you feel you played?
It was certainly the best that I played and the best that I putted. I really got into a good focus and reading the greens better than I did earlier in the week, and hit a lot of solid putts. And to be honest, there could have been a few more dropping, but all in all, I'm obviously pleased with that round. And hopefully by the end of the day, we might have made up 1 or 2 on the leaders. So need something very special tomorrow to challenge, I'm sure, but at least we might have an outside chance.
Is he? Oh my goodness. And bogeys today, the field is charging past you. You can't afford too many bogeys. Pushed his tee shot and found a bad lie. Gives one back.
Sun certainly shining today. A lovely look above the magnificent 7th, the short par 3. You see the little donut bunker down there, and I think somewhere too we'll find Ken Brown.
One of my favourite par threes is number 7. Elevated tee back there. And this very small green with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 bunkers around it, including this one with a little island in it, which is very awkward. And because you're playing for an elevated tee, sometimes if you pull it, the ball plugs in it, then you leave yourself an awkward spot. Let's go and have a look at a few bunkers. This one on the left here is actually one of the deeper ones. If you have a look how steep the lip is, it's really quite interesting. Oh my lord. It's the best. I don't know what he's doing. He perhaps he sleeps there. Anyway, he's off. Let's have a look at the bunker on the other side. This is the smallest one on the green. Cheers, Beef. Did you have a good night's sleep? Tuck a couple of balls in there. And you can see, if you get to the bottom, you get a half decent lie. If you don't, you can be all sorts of tricky spots. So we'll go at this one. Splash it out. Open club face, lovely sand here. Can't teach that.
The eternal vegetarian Ken Brown. Both hands full there. Now, the hole looks slightly different, minus Ken Brown here. Spieth.
Oh, another iron shot right down the pipe. This is impressive stuff from Spieth. Ross Fisher, eagle chance at the 15th. He couldn't, could he? Pretty well judged. Putting together quite a few birdies. Another one there. One at the first, one at the third, one at the fifth, one at the 8th. And now one at the 15th. Fisher moves to 2 under. Doesn't waste much time once he's over the ball. Spieth. This for a 2 at the 7th. And learned a bit from his playing partner. And this time he makes no mistake. Extends his lead to 2, 8 under par. I think he's going to be tough to beat. Look at the leaderboard. Spieth 8 under, Kuchar 6 under, Grace with a marvellous 62 in the clubhouse at 4 under. Pin just 4 yards from the back of the green. Just got to be a little careful. You go down a steep bank if you go over there. Rory second.
Suddenly 6 behind. But might soon be 5. Needs to get going again. Koepka. Good line to attack this pin. And a helping hand. McIlroy on the 9th. Yes, they roar and McIlroy slams it into forward gear again. 32 to the turn.
Standing room only. Look at that. Wonderful scene. And Ailey's down there.
So Frank Nobile has just joined me out of the commentary box. We're just here off the 9th green. Rory McIlroy just walking past us. The spring has returned a little bit after that hole. There was a little bit of a blip over 7 and 8.
Well, there certainly was. There was a huge roar behind there on the 9th when he made that birdie putt. I mean, this is almost reminiscent, you know, Ellie, what just happened just 2 days ago. It looked like he was just gone. It looked like this was on the verge of yet another missed cut, and somehow he turned it around. And the roar there on the 9th green, you can just know all these people around there, they are rooting right now for Rory McIlroy.
Yeah, we should mention the incredible crowd. It's not just around Rory, but around the whole course today. But Jordan Spieth, the man out in front. And the difficult thing with Jordan Spieth is getting him off the top of the leaderboard once he gets there.
He seems well entrenched. He's confident. We know just within the last month, he got his 10th win on the PGA Tour. There's only one player that got it at a younger age. That's Tiger Woods. So he's sort of mentioned in that rarefied air. But I think over the last couple of years, this is what we've dreamed for. We've wanted a Spieth, McIlroy. And by the looks of things, we're just about to get it.
Yeah, we are getting a big shootout of golf here today, this afternoon. Rory McIlroy's 3 under par. He's on the 10th.
McIlroy, 10th tee.
Fresh off the birdie at 9. 2 bunkers down the left. Perilously close.
Kuchar, perfect perfect tee shot. Pin on the back ledge of this 8th. Good stuff, Frank, isn't it?
Yeah, flag's right about there. The Kuchers, they sound like boos every now and again. Just a puff of breeze from his left to push this towards the flag. Machine like.
Ross Fisher. Chance to get to 3 under. And he does it right in the heart of the cup, so he joins the group with Dustin Johnson, Stenson, Ross Fisher, McIlroy and Austin Connolly in tied for 5th. Par 5 to come.
Kuchar for a birdie. Break left off the shoulder. And nicely into the lapel. Now, 3rd for McIlroy at 10.
Didn't make the sand, but ooh, this is ugly. Some of that is really thick rough and not much green to work with, a downslope. Just had a momentary lapse of concentration. He's taken a gamble here that a lot of players couldn't have played that without his strength. Spieth, just watch this. It's like it's on a piece of string running on ice. Just magic, absolutely magical. 9 under par.
There's a touch of Tom Watson in the middle, isn't it? Just that stride. A love of links.
Well, there's birdies all over the place at the moment. Jordan Spieth moves to 9 under par. 2-shot lead restored over Matt Kuchar on 7 under. And back-to-back birdies for Ross Fisher on the 15th and 16th hole has him 6 back on 3 under par.
McIlroy drove in the bunker, then splashed it virtually into the next bunker. This was his 3rd shot up here, so he's playing 4 for an awkward lie. Done pretty well to get there. Have that just to drop the 1 stroke.
Flat lie. Poulter from just over 160 yards. More than one like it.
Can he? No. A 6 on one of the easier holes. Well, for a lesser player, you might say that's his Open Championship over, but he's so capable of stringing 5 birdies together. Nicely done for Ian Poulter. Little birdie at 9 takes him out in level par. 2 drops, 2 birdies. 3 under. Found a pretty good lie in the right rough as Kuchar. Slightly errant tee shot. Doesn't want to go over the back of the green. 2nd to the 9th.
Go.
Being frightened of it. Is he going to get up the bank at the front? Oh, no, it doesn't. Scared of a slight flyer. Under club by 1. Been very impressed with his irons in the last hour or so, Peter.
He's been striking the ball beautifully, and he looks impregnable at this moment. But, well, still a lot can happen. But he looks very calm. He always looks so calm. Spieth, 2nd to the 9th.
Sit down, sit down, sit down.
Maybe too far.
Down.
Yes, it is. One
again.
short,
It's 2 days in a
one
row,
past.
the exact same location. And it jumped. Dang it, man.
Richie Ramsey. This is a good angle to putt from, but not really for a par. Up the slope, and he's left it short.
Kuchar. Bearish lie, tight, beautiful grass, but not for the faint-hearted. That's a gem. Very good shot indeed. Spieth, third shot. Good one, just left one of those tricky putts.
Bubba Watson at the 13th. Yellow ball seeking right hole, and it finds the centre of it. Great viewing spot. No birdies here yesterday. There's been a few today. Bubba makes one. Cooch gets down in 2 from the front of the green. Stays at 7 under, out in a sparkly looking 31. Par 34. This putt, Peter, just turns. I look at this morning.
He's a little bit, he putts beautifully, but if he misses any, they're this sort of length and a bit nearer.
But it breaks a bit more than you think, this one. It'll dive right if it doesn't keep the pace up.
You got it. It was moving, wasn't it? And good putt, good fall.
The pin's on about the left edge of that TV tower with the 10 on it. Can't see the flag. From 143 yards, a good angle to get at the flag for Poulter. And he does. Oh, is that Ryder Cup buzz coming around the corner? Psyching himself up.
Matsuyama, third shot, 15th hole. Oh, very well played. There was a deep bunker. Chance for a birdie.
Alex Noren. Birdies everywhere today. Tremendous tee shot to this tight pin. And he's trundled it in. Look at that, all pars. 4 strees, and he's added a 2 at the 14th. Just outside the left edge. Ian Poulter, birdie to the 9th, chance here at 10. And he's got it. 4 under par, there's only 3 players ahead of him. I think he's enjoying it. Matsuyama after a splendid bunker shot. Oh. Just a par.
Spieth second to the 10th. Took an awful long time to settle there, as if he wasn't sure what to do. But everything worked out, as long as it doesn't go off the green. Oh, would you believe it? Oh, it didn't deserve that. Ricky Fowler at the final hole. Par putt, remember he missed the green on the wrong side. And it cost him a shot. (67), 71, 71, 67. Connolly. His third shot at the 11th. Drove into the bunker. corker.
McIlroy at the 185-yard 12th, pin back right. Team's just trying to cut it in. This takes terrific skill to get at this flag. Very good, pin high left. Poulter.
Drives up the 11th. Oh, Poulter. Not in there. Oh, gee whiz. Isn't that horrid patch look? A wry smile. Oh, perhaps not.
When he gets there, he won't be smiling, Peter. With the modern ball and the modern sandwich, they can do such deft things from this sort of range.
Hit it.
Oh, nearly did it there. Just delightful to get that little bit of grip. Brilliant Cooch.
Woodland at the 12th, 2 over now. Oh boy. Well, it's been a feast for the masses of spectators here. I wouldn't be surprised if it's another record.
Good tee shot. Spun his ball off the front of the green with his second at 10. Putted up to here. This to save his par. Inside right. You're looking at the hole. Doesn't always bash him in. That was just a bit more of a caress. Bogey-free card with 3 birdies.
Poulter now. Creeping along nicely. This is his 3rd shot, and he's not happy with that. Drove it into trouble, hacked out. Well, I've seen worse than that. Good putt will solve all problems.
12th, and McIlroy, never an easy green to read this. Oh, he's misread it. So it looks like a par 3.
So it's still a trio of Americans that lead the way at Royal Birkdale, all separated by 4 shots. Jordan Spieth out in front, 9 under par. He's setting the target to match.
This is going to get a big ride, the 13th. 3 bunkers right, 2 up the left. Oh my goodness, that's got some hang time. Where's it coming down? Oh, keep going, cameraman. Oh, jeepers, creepers. Don't go that far on your holidays, do you?
Poulter to save par. Oh, another shot goes. Too many bogeys on Poulter's card.
Well, he's in trouble off the tee, Fisher, in the final hole. This for par. It's going to be a shotgun, at least a shot. Still a little bit to do there. Well, he scarcely put a foot wrong today. The 11th hole, and Jordan Spieth. 167 yards to go.
Oh, that's getting smoked, Michael.
Lovely shot.
Long 13th, reduced to very little by McIlroy. Can he make something happen before it's too late? It's pretty good. The putts soon need to drop. Chan Kim at 17, 2 great shots this for Eagle. Will it come back? Not quite, but a solid birdie. He moves to -3.
Bubba. And a chance to get to 2 under in the 15th. Hole's there somewhere. Just there. He does enjoy a par 5 for a snack. Just a third birdie today for Bubba Watson.
Spieth, another birdie chance. This to get to double figures. No. He fancied that one too. He's not taking any risks. It's only about 9 inches.
He is nothing if not thorough. Spectators moving on to get in position. And in she goes. He says wow a lot, Jordan Spieth.
So 25 foot 1 inch for Kuchar. This for his birdie. The 9.7 inches of uphill completely fooled him.
Bubba. And a chance to get to 2 under in the 15th. Holes there somewhere. Just there. He does enjoy a par 5 for a snack. Just a third birdie today for Bubba Watson.
Spieth, another birdie chance. This to get to double figures. No. He fancied that one too. He's not taking any risks. It's only about 9 inches.
He is nothing if not thorough. Spectators moving on to get in position. And in she goes. He says wow a lot, Jordan Spieth. McIlroy looking for his 3 on the 13th. Now moving unhappy. And it's all gone a little bit wrong for Rory McIlroy. Double bogey in the 10th, no birdies since. Down outside the top 10.
Connolly at 13, he's hit a beauty off the tee. A long iron in.
He's got a good old game face, doesn't he?
He certainly has, he gives nothing away. Make a fine poker player. And will soon get rid of all his prize money.
Poulter needs to drop. Straight right, shot gone for Ian Poulter. And he slips back. Back-to-back bogeys. Costly.
Not putting a foot wrong, really, Andrew, is he?
No. He does make a tiny step out of line. He's quickly on it, recovers well. Now this one heading left, pin back right. Not left by much. What a shot. Can't really attack this pin. You see it tucked away. That's a beautiful shot from Jordan Spieth. Rory McIlroy on his way to the 14th tee, and Ken has been down having a look at the pin position there today.
It's day 3, and I've got the pin positions here for today's play. And one or two of them are a bit tighter than perhaps you'd anticipate. This one's 4 from the edge. Number 5, 3 from the edge. That's only 9 feet. So there's quite a few of them very near the edges of the greens today. And I've come out to look at the 14th, which is 10 on from the front, 4 from the right-hand side. Let's go and take a look at it. And it really is just perched on the very edge of the green. With a bunker guarding it right at the front. They've got to be only, look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.5 yards over that bunker and 4 yards to the right. If you slip off to the right, the ball's bound to get dragged off into, it just goes down the edge. And when you hear the commentators say you've missed on the short side, it means you've missed on the side the pin is cut. And it's always very awkward to get up and down in 2 from there. So playing this hole, particularly where the wind's going to blow today, from behind and from the right, impossible to get this flag. You're going to have to aim at the centre of the green here and putt to it. Anybody going at that flag's got to hit the absolutely perfect spot. Otherwise, you land it in here, you've got the whole width of the green to aim at, and this will give you, well, it's only about a 15, 20-foot putt. So this 14th, keep an eye on it. That is a rascal of a pin.
Well, McIlroy might be dragged into chasing the pins now, a long way behind Spieth. Dark skies above. Sit, says the master. And the ball obeys. Beautiful shot. And Kim was saying, had to be just left of the flag. That'll be just about exactly where he was aiming.
Third shot for Matsuyama at the par 5, 17th. Oh, and that is woeful. Just sort of dolly dropped it. All follow through, no backswing.
Now Connolly seems to play without fear. Then a rather timid putt.
So for his birdie after a Duffy chip, Matsuyama to move to 4 under. No, yes, he's held it. He moves into tied 4th with Brandon Grace.
Matt Kuchar, long birdie putt. John Wood tending the flag. Carefully measured for pace.
Lovely deep iron to 15 feet. This for birdie for McIlroy, and he's the momentum has just gone.
You wonder if it's going to be one of those majors where McIlroy threatens. He's there or thereabouts, but just can't quite get to the very top. Perfect look at the line of Jordan Spieth's birdie putt here on the 12th. Oh, just can't quite get into double figures. Doing enough though to keep the rest of the field at bay.
Kim at 18, up and down for a 67, and that is beautifully played, whipping that right hand through, and the club whisking under the ball, flopping it out on a soft pillow of sand. Kept it trying to save par at 13, but a little heavy-handed.
Now Chang Kim, American, Korean-born, grew up in Hawaii. Final shot of the day in Shiga. 67 for Kim. He plays most of his golf in Asia, and alongside Ernie Els today, 1 for round. McIlroy trying to make something happen. Par 5. Smoked it. Matsuyama second to the final hole. Hold that pose and crumple a bit in disappointment. That's all right. Better than that.
Koepka for bogey. Okay, just the one gone. But now 3 behind Kuchar and 5 behind Jordan Spieth. Poulter failing to save par at 13. Another shot gone for him. That's 3 bogeys in a row. And it seems to be slipping away from Ian Poulter.
Bubba Watson. A couple of holes from home, but this to drop just one. So double bogey in the 16th.
13th hole, Matt Kuchar. Looks a bit heavy. Can he get enough club on this and chase it up to the green? It looks straight. Wants a good bounce. Oh, and he got it. It was a good shot, but just came out too hot.
The sky is so dark here on the 13th. They're talking about possible storm disruption very soon. Spieth second to the 13th. Softly, softly, he says. Right at the pin, right over. McIlroy has crashed a huge drive down here. Just a mid-iron to this par 5.
Let's go, Rory!
Something special. And it is very, very special indeed for McIlroy. That for an eagle. And we're still willing him on.
Kuchar now from the back of the 13th. Up and over the top, and on she goes. Looks good. Looks good. He couldn't. Oh, you devil. I thought he got that. The natives are very friendly here.
Matsuyama, he has reached the final green. This for a birdie and a round of 65. Turn, not quite. 66 for Matsuyama. He'll enter tomorrow's final round at -4. Spieth from just over the back of 13, this for birdie. He may have learned from Kuchar's, or he may not.
So a par apiece on the 13th for our two leaders. It's still Jordan Spieth ahead of Matt Kuchar by 2 shots. But look at that round from Brandon Grace. It's got him right up in amongst the mix. The first time in a men's major we've seen a 62, and here's how he did it.
Well, let's take you through the very first 62 in men's major golf history. Brandon Grace, the South African, and so much low scoring out there today, and Brandon Grace was off to a flyer, very early starter. Started 4 over par, just 1 inside the cut mark. And at the first, he found his first birdie. His next came in the 4th. The par 3, long birdie putt. But this was a sign of things to come. He's never had a great record at the Open Championship. Just won top 20. And here at the 5th, playing just 310 yards today, the R&A moved the tee forward, took the driver, and got his reward. No eagle, but a 2-putt birdie, and his 3rd of the day. So today, the par 4 and the putter working once more. We've seen it done before this week, but this was for 29 on the front 9. Beautifully judged. And Brandon Grace, at this stage, must have been wondering what was possible, although he said he never knew, never thought about the record. 14th hole, par 3, and another 2 for Grace. He's not had a great season. Seldom missed the cut, but never threatening the top of the leaderboards. Didn't birdie the par 5 15th, but 16th he did. And then his final birdie of the day. At this stage, he was 7 under. Trying to get on in 2 in the par 5. What a shot this was. Right over the flag, the par of 70 at Birkdale. And it was 2 putts for a birdie, 8 under par. And then this, the 62nd shot of the day. And the first time that had been done by a man in major golf history, 62 for Brandon Grace.
Now, after that splendid result with his second shot in off the bank, this must go in. Don't miss this. Glorious opportunity. He did. Oh, that would have made a huge difference. Good fortune with the second shot. Couldn't take advantage of it. Only a birdie.
Koepka for par 14. No problem at all. Good 2 putt.
Now Austin Connolly, very youthful character from Canada, 3 under par. He's had a couple of chances, missed a couple, but he's kept going wonderfully well. Showing very good nerve and concentration. Spieth, the last of the short holes.
Catch a piece of
I think he likes it, he fancies it.
Wind, I didn't feel.
Oh, well, perhaps he didn't fancy it. Right length, wrong line.
Kuchar trying to get a little nearer the pin than Spieth. He looks a little more pleased with that. Yeah, good shot from Kuchar. Rafa Cabrera Bello, second shot to 17, the par 5. Gotta go left a bit and get up onto the green. A beauty from Rafa. Eagle chance. Eighteenth hole for Alex Noren. A long iron, he's laid well back. Pin tight right. Suits his shape though, he's a left to righter. All pars and 1 birdie so far. Might be his second birdie of the day.
That was a wonderful shot.
So Austin Connolly, he'll give it a whack one day. He'll put on some beef and who knows what will happen. This for birdie? No. 3 from the front edge.
Birdie putt. Long putt, isn't it? Is it? No, it's not going to turn soon enough. But good pace.
Be easy to put it into the bunker from there. Koepka second on 15. He has the power to get there with an iron. And that looks to be pretty good. Oh yeah, pitched all the way. Absolutely where he was aiming.
18th green. Noren for a birdie. Oh, it's a bit of a dribbler. Only a par. Kuchar for a birdie. 14th hole. 32. Well, we're coming to the end of this third round, and I wonder if there's going to be a couple of twists and stings in the tail over these final handful of holes. Now, this is not one of Spieth's favourite lengths. It could be a two-shot swing if he misses this. No, only one shot swing. Kuchar 2, Spieth 3, on to the 15th. Ken's been looking at the strategy at the 15th, how to play it.
I'm standing on the 15th fairway and the tee is back there, and it's the first par 5, and it's a very demanding tee shot no matter where the wind is, and it's due to the bunkering. There's 3 bunkers down the left side and 2 down there on the right. Let's just have a look at it. Here's the first one down the left. This is the tee back here. First one on the left, 214 doesn't come into play. This one can do if the wind's strongly in your face too. That's 270 yards to clear it. But the tricky thing, if you can clear that and you push it, you get gathered up by these ones on the right-hand side. There's 2 there, 300 to reach them, 312 to clear them. Wind behind, you can even clear that. But the whole dog leg's just at the moment where you want the ball to land. So the tactics are, depending on the breeze, you can hit it in here. If you're daring, you can hit it in here. But the play, interestingly, is if the wind is behind and you can take this out of play, and most of the players can hit it 270 yards in the air, you can carry this one. And if you do that and pull it a little bit, just come and have a look, Martin, to see what the rough's like over this bunker. This final bunker here, the rough over here, if you can carry this, that you'll avoid the ones on the right, this rough down here is actually very fluffy. In fact, from here you get the best angle in, and basically the rough is very light. There's almost nothing here. So if you can carry that bunker, find this left rough, you've got the best angle in, and the rough is very light. The tactics here are encompassing. They're tricky.
He knows, you know. Here's Kuchar. What ploy is he going to use? Middle right.
Spieth trying to follow Kuchar up the fairway. Spieth may be a bit longer than Kuchar, so those bunkers could be in play, but he's hit them up the left. That should be perfect, and it is. Eagle try for Brooks Koepka. Hawkeye showing the corridor. He's got to keep it in there. Of course, he can't see it. Oh, it's a good putt. Will it get there? It will not. Good grief. Oh, agony for Koepka. But he moves to 5 under in sole possession of 3rd place right now.
You don't want to go paddling there. You have to go over 8 miles before he gets knee deep, and it's very treacherous. Poulter, come on, Poulter, get a birdie. You've let it slip through your fingers the last few holes. Well done.
'18th fairway, Rafa Cabrera Bello. Second shot, just trying to cut it into the front right hole position. Trying to help it, and a pretty good shot.
Kuchar. It's a mighty big hit for him to reach this green. Might find a bit of fairway with a bit of bounce in it, and scuttle it up on the front. Oh, didn't need it. Pitched it on the green. Good hit.
That was a huge hit.
Good hit.
Right. Spieth taking a wood. Not that far from the green. He must be going for a pretty soft high cut. And there is the soft cut. And it looks right at it. Oh, yeah. Beautifully played from Spieth. Should be a safe birdie. Rafa Cabrera Bello, this putt for 67 and to move to -3. He has been stroking it well. Will he get his reward? He will. Good round. Moves him up to 6th. Rounds of 67, 73 in the wind, and 67 today.
He's usually a very good judge of distance. Yeah. Now Spieth, can he judge the distance? Swings one way, swings back, long putt. Turns to the right. Turns to the right. He missed it altogether. Well, that's very unlike him. Two very important tee shots coming up. If he's really going to be challenging tomorrow, he needs to finish no worse than 4-4.
Set.
That's away right in the lap of the gods up there. Bunkers, trouble everywhere.
Well, if Kuchar holds and Spieth misses, we'll have a new leader. Relatively straight, certainly a much easier putt than Jordan Spieth had.
Get in the hole!
If it goes up the hill, it's not far off, but doesn't quite have the legs. Good birdie, now tied with Spieth at 9 under.
Richard Bland. Look at this one. Plays some very steady golf this season, and indeed last year. Oh, just see Master Spieth.
Well, that first putt was a surprise, Peter.
It surprised me because he's usually so good on distance and line.
Made him laugh. Golf does that, makes you laugh just before you tear your hair out.
Doesn't matter. C'est la vie. The crowd needed a bit of excitement. Only 3 holes left. So Spieth still leads by 1, 3 holes left. I'm sure there could be some stings in the tail before we put up the shutters tonight. Now Kuchar past Arnie's plaque in the rough on the right. The great Palmer's position, and that's heading slightly towards it. I think it'll be on the fairway. Oh, it won't. Very close to dear old Arnie's favourite spot. Maybe in serious trouble, that one. Koepka at the 16th birdie putt. No. He's been relatively quiet, we think, until you sort of look how he's been. He had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 birdies, but sadly 3 bogeys.
Now McIlroy, third shot on the par 5, was wide right with his tee shot. Oh, he's stuffed it, has he? Yeah, not too bad. He just caught it a little bit heavy.
Well, as the rain begins to fall here at Royal Birkdale, how will that affect the remaining few holes for our leaders? Jordan Spieth still the man out in front. That birdie at 15 taking him to 10 under par. But Matt Kuchar is not going away. A birdie for him on the same hole. And he's one back on 9 under.
McIlroy for a birdie at the 17th. All caused by a misdirected tee shot, I'm afraid. Back 9 is not in his favourite holes.
Kuchar did find the sand off the tee, so just splashing out on the 16th. Costly.
Connolly. Second shot at the 17th. Skipping through. Is it going to miss? Is it not quite enough steam?
0 in.
A very good lie for Jordan Spieth, just off the fairway on the 16th. After it to the heart of the green and close as well. Another birdie perhaps coming for Spieth. He's plotting his way around today. Kuchar then, third shot now to the 16th, sand off the tee, splash out to here. Loose. Bunker Cam and Austin Connolly. That's how you do it. Matt Kuchar hasn't dropped a shot since the 4th. This to avoid doing so here in the 16th. Go, go, go already, he's crying. Aye, no, no, no. Well, all sorts of bother here for Kuchar.
Connolly at the 17th. Putt for a birdie. In she goes. Well done, young man. 4 under. Very good indeed.
There is a chance that Spieth might be as many as 4 clear in a moment. Kuchar in trouble, his playing partner. This for birdie. Kuchar racing in to watch. My word, that was close. Just a par, stays at 10 under. But his lead will grow. Kuchar has a lengthy one for a bogey. That's the tale of things at the moment, but it is about to change. Kuchar is going to drop at least 1. But it's 2, and Spieth now will lead by 3. And he didn't even look displeased with his drive. Kuchar into the sand it went though, out onto the fairway, loose third, and then 3 putts. Double bogey for Matt Kuchar, slips back to 7 under par, 3 adrift now. Down the right hand side, he's got a good lie though, sending it high, hoping for some control. It's pretty good from there. flattered to deceive in this round. Got off to a good start and has toiled a bit since then. Brooks Koepka, playing partner Ian Poulter, getting out of the way, getting his ball out of the way. Nicely done, very nicely done by Koepka. Chance to creep closer to Matt Kuchar in second place. McIlroy then on the final green. Is there one at the last? No. Rather sums up the day, so near, but so far. And he is some way distant of the lead of Jordan Spieth. Rory McIlroy, it is only a 69, home in 37, over par for the back nine, and that has cost him dear. I think cost him his chance in this year's Open Championship. So that's the leaderboard, and the United States 1, 2 and 3, but again it's stretching out quite a bit. Brandon Grace after that 62. You have to go down to the second page of the leaderboard to find the leading home contender. Ross Fisher, Rory McIlroy, Ian Poulter all on the same number, 2 under par, a long way back, and Rory McIlroy after that 69. Be interesting to hear his thoughts.
Rory, normally when one shoots in the 60s and below par, it's a good feeling. How are you feeling coming off the course today?
Yeah, disappointed, especially after the start that I got off to today, 3 under through 5, and had a chance to be 4 under through 5, and just a couple of sloppy holes around the middle of the round, and give myself some opportunities coming in on the back nine and wasn't able to capitalise on them. So definitely a disappointing last 9 holes.
What will be the mindset going into Sunday?
Just go out and try to shoot a better score than I've shot today. I'm not sure what the weather's going to bring, but if I want to have a chance in this tournament, I need bad weather, and I need to play well in it, and I need the leaders to struggle. So, but yeah, just go out there tomorrow, try to play as well as I can, and see what happens.
Richie Ramsey, second shot to the last. He's just been hanging in there today. Be right, the eternal hopeful cry of the golfer, and it is 1 over for his round at the moment. Richie Ramsey's been slipping down the leaderboard, but an opportunity on the final hole.
Koepka, after that very good shot up to the 17th flag for a birdie. Yes, sir, well done. Koepka goes 6 under. Kuchar spanking one down the 17th. Is it straight? Is it straight? Is it straight? It's got no.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, it's a troublesome little thing, isn't it? Oh, Spieth, long iron. This is a good hit. He's got to rely on running it through between the bunkers. That could be right, couldn't it?
Big bounce. Oh, that was a big bounce into the back of the bunker.
They need to go 10, 15 yards left of there. Oh, if it's that one on the left, that could be a minor golfing disaster.
Connolly towards the Bright Point clubhouse and the dark sky. Look at the ball sail. I think he likes it. Why not? Wonderful shot from Connolly. Absolutely perfect for distance. He and Ramsey threatening the hole here on the last. Still not a flicker of a smile. Kuchar has to crouch down, get that big frame in position here over this one. Somewhere behind that droplet. Oh, it's good. Wonderful shot from Matt Kuchar. He'll have his birdie surely. Now can Spieth match it?
Connolly, come on, my boy. Finish in a blaze of glory. He's got a funny old grip. He strokes it up towards the hole, and it's going to go right in the pot. Well done, young sir. Brilliant stuff. 4-3 finish. 66. Perhaps we found the only one in the world with a young head on old shoulders. This is Spieth from a very awkward spot. He's up and out. And it looks as if it might only be a par 5.
Richie Ramsey on the final green. Final putt, perhaps. Come on, that may well go. That may well go, and it does. Ramsey finishes birdie. It's a little par round. Wait, and ye shall be rewarded. So Richie Ramsey, he's slipped down the leaderboard a little bit today, but he joins the other home contenders. They're all on 2 under: Fisher, McIlroy, Poulter, and now Richie Ramsey.
Spieth for a birdie at the 17th. No, only a par, but stays at 10 under.
Kuchar to creep closer. So he gets the birdie and gets the familiar sound and is back within 2.
Well, as our 2 leaders make their way onto the 18th tee, you can't help but be reminded a little bit of that final day at Troon last year. These two have been trading blows out there on their 3rd round. The beauty of this is, though, we have another round to come. It's Jordan Spieth leading by 2 from Matt Kuchar. And Matt Kuchar, when he won the bronze medal at the Olympic Games in Rio, said that his heart was bursting with pride. I'm just wondering if a claret jug would surpass even that feeling.
So Spieth on the final hole, bunker 300 yards down the left, 1 at 280 on the right. You carry the one on the right, which he does perfectly, right onto the corner of the dogleg. A beautiful tee shot from Jordan Spieth. Well, what a round Jordan Spieth has had. Perhaps hasn't seen the fireworks of some of the other players, some very, very low scoring, but Jordan Spieth, well, this was some shot, 2nd to the 3rd. Even closer than his playing partner Matt Kuchar, who was off to a quick start himself. That was the first birdie of the day for Jordan Spieth. Just plodding along after that, but in the par 3 7th, birdie number 2. Didn't have to wait too long for his next on the 8th. Once again, the putting touch. Perfect. 3 birdies on the way out, 31 to the turn. And again, no spectacular stuff on the way back, but there's this 2nd to the 15th. Not the low scudder of yesterday, but shaping it in beautifully from left to right. To the heart of the putting surface. From there to there to there. The only birdie of the back 9, but a round of some control and enough to keep him clear of the field. Poulter, as the shadows stretch across the final green. One last putt for Ian Poulter, just a touch of the peak of the cap. It's been that kind of day for Poulter. Too many bogeys today, and it's just a par at the last 71. Not too many players over par today. Ian Poulter, one of them. He knows that's a missed opportunity. Koepka. His final putt of the day is sadly for a bogey. He had 4 drop shots today, a sprinkling of birdies as well. It's a 68 all told. And Koepka slips back alongside Austin Connolly, 5 under par. Now 5 behind Spieth. Round to make up on the final day for the US Open champion.
Well, that doesn't look to be lying too well. It's on a down slope, which means he might be able to shoot it forward. Great thing here is to get it going straight between the 2 bunkers. Don't try and loft it, just keep it under the height of the clock, if you can. It's way up in the air. Could be all right, if it's straight. It is straight, and that's a gem. Go in then. Oh. That was a good shot, a fine shot. Get it straight. Don't want to land it in either of the bunkers, left or right. Oh, we went over the bunker, got away with it. He may think he's in the sand, but he's not. Spieth, birdie putt at the 18th. Our championship leader tickles it down the hill, and what do you know? He's a little beauty, isn't he? What about that? What a way to finish. 65 shots, 31, 34. Kuchar also for a 3. Oh, beautiful second shot, wasn't to be. So Spieth, 3 shots ahead.
So that birdie on 18th for Jordan Spieth gives him a 3-shot lead as we head towards the final day of this year's Open Championship. Matt Kuchar on 8 under par, the closest chaser. And look at Austin Connolly, 5 under par on his Open debut. A nice round from Ross Fisher today, 4 under 66. He's on 2 under par alongside Rory McIlroy. Just 1 under for his round today. A little further down, Ian Poulter. He will be disappointed not to have taken advantage of his late start. But it's all about Jordan Spieth. 11 under par. So let's hear from him. He's with Rishi.
Jordan, 65. How good was that for the penultimate day of the Open?
Really good, given the position that we were in. It's just, you saw some 65. You saw a 63 today, right? Or 62 today. That was, I thought, somewhat predicted, just given softer greens and winds that are died down. Not a 62, but lower scores. And I thought that's tough to do when you're in the lead, when you know there's going to be lower scores, because you're not really protecting par. You need to go out there and make birdies. And the 3rd hole was big for me to get 1 on the card early.
A lead going into the final day of a major is nothing new for you. But what do you do? Do you defend it, or do you just play golf?
I think we set a goal. I think we see what the conditions are in the morning. We see what's forecasted. Same thing we did in round 2. Knowing that 65 is not realistic tomorrow, that par is going to be a better score, and therefore we changed the game plan.
Thank you very much for coming to talk to us. Good luck tomorrow.
Appreciate it.
Well, he's led from day 1. Ken, it's a pretty ominous sign.